One of the main questions we have from investors when they join their platform, and to give you some context, we've obviously now got over 30,000 subscribers from Australia, Singapore, UK, and also around the globe. The common question we get asked is how do we curate opportunities for the platform? And yes, there is a process in which we do that. So I thought I would create a video just to give you a high level sort of awareness of what we're looking for when we're looking at an opportunity that comes on to Wholesale Investor. So the first thing that we're looking at is we're looking at the board and management. So when we're looking at the board and management, we're looking for been there, done that experience, because we understand the roller coaster ride of what it takes to build a company. And when you've got board and management that have been through the experience, they understand what it takes to actually succeed. So that's actually the first part that we're looking for. The second one that we're looking for is we're looking for existing investors. So in an ideal scenario, the company has already raised capital before they've come to WI. And what's important about that for us is that there's already people that have been through the process of doing DD on the company, and they've also invested into it as well. So having existing investors into the business is interesting for us. Now, if the investors they have typically have a brand name attached to them, so they're well-known investors, especially if they're investors that invest into that space, that is also another thing that we're looking for in a company. The next part is specifically relates to the founders. We want to understand what sort of skin in the game do the founders have? How long have they been working on it? How much of their own money have they put into it? Often sometimes what happens is founders can sort of blow up, oh, I've worked this amount of years and this is my set. And so we want to understand how much real cash they've actually put into their own business and also the real time associated with it. And also, the obvious one is making sure it is their 100% focus as well. Next, what we're looking for is the sector that the company operates in. So one of the great sayings that I learned really early on is that a rising tide lifts all boats. And you would have seen that, we've all seen that in the marketplace over and over again. So sectors which are in the growth stage are also what we're looking for, because what's important about that is that often that is what's attracting investor interest at that time. And what we've noticed with that is this interest in sector typically can change either from quarter to quarter or from year to year. So we're always trying to serve our investors to understand what sectors and what types of opportunities they're looking for, to make sure that when we're curating companies for the platform, that their opportunities that we're providing are in sectors which are already of interest to them. Now, the next one is trying to understand the business model. If we're looking at a B2C business, what we're looking for is we're looking for traction metrics. So any type of, whether it be customer growth, transaction growth, subscriber growth, whatever it may be that's relevant to that business, we are looking for some sort of metrics that show that the business is growing. On a B2C, with a B2C business, that is typically what investors also look for as well. So that's why we're looking for those metrics. If we're dealing with a B2B business, what's important for us is that if they've typically got blue chip clients or brand name clients in some way, because basically what that says is that they've been through some sort of procurement process with that company, and they've also, they've decided to engage their services. If the business is a bit more technical, which you find we're starting to work with a lot more sort of advanced manufacturing, more deep tech type businesses, what we're looking for is we're looking for industry awards. We're looking for awards that the company's won, or also government grants as well. Because typically what's happened is that if they've received awards, that means that the industry that they operate in are providing recognition for what they have been able to achieve to date in their specific area. If they've received government grants, that means they've gone through some sort of diligence process for that, or they've worked with professional services groups to actually achieve those grants for the project that they're working on. So whilst we do a high level curation for the companies, do understand that they are the key areas that we're looking at when we're looking for opportunities. Now, on the investor side, we encourage you to do a deeper dive into the companies, into the business, into the operations, etc. But at a high level, that's how we curate opportunities, and that's what we're looking for in the opportunities that we bring to you. I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to providing more in the future.